everybody, on my next video, before I go any further, and talk about what I want to talk about in this video, I got some stuff I want to, say. I am going to do a couple of videos here, and they'll both be on this channel. I've got a movie review that I need to do, but, let's just say it's been such a while since I've seen the movie that I need to go look up, like the details again on Wikipedia and, write everything down because I've forgotten a big chunk of it. So, that will be, forthcoming in the near future. I can't say when I'll be doing that video over on my movie reviewers channel, but I want to do that soon. Also, I know I made a comment on Mad Bad Voodoo's main channel. He was talking about, wanting to know how everybody's been on one of his videos recently. I just told him, the truth. I've just had too much stuff going on where I've just been real frustrated and just not been able to get on here and shoot a video. Well, I'm over whatever that was that I'm not going to discuss here, other than to say it happened and, it is what it is. Well, anyway, I've got two videos, like I said, I want to shoot here. This one, and then I want to do another one here in the near future, after I finish talking in this one, about something not related to what I want to talk about in this video. In this video, I'm going to do a restaurant review that I've been hauling around on since last month, and I would just want to go ahead and get it done and over with now, just so I can, stop hanging on to it. And then I've got, in the other video, I'm going to talk about something else that happened recently, and I'll elaborate further in that video, which it's a completely another matter entirely. But anyway, let's get into the restaurant review. Back last month on March 3rd and 16th of course, this year, 2013, Tony and I ate at the Buca di Beppo in Florence, Kentucky. On March the 3rd, Tony and I ate there at the Buca with my parents, and we used a coupon for $40, and it had like what you could get on the coupon. It was worth it. That's, $10 a person plus whatever you get for your drink. On that day, on March the 3rd, the waitress acted like she was distracted and had something, quote-unquote, better to do with herself than wait on us that day, which kind of gave us a bad impression of the restaurant, considering how the staff is at the Buca di Beppo up in Norwood, Ohio, that we've eaten at before. I had made a reservation through OpenTable.com's webpage app on my cell phone. On here I've showed the app on here a few different times. On here it's, this app here. I mean, I love this app. I mean, it's a great app. But, it just made me wonder if the Buca di Beppo in Florence was going to consistently give us bad service, because, Tony and I had another coupon for $10 off a $20 purchase they were planning on using when Tony and I were alone on a romantic date later at the same restaurant. Well, OpenTable sent me an email later on after March 3rd to find out about how my experience was, of course, after we ate there on March 3rd. And I said in the restaurant review to OpenTable that the waitress seemed distracted and possibly bored with us, since she didn't seem engaged in working with us due to the coupon that I gave her before we started ordering, so she'd know that we were going to be using it for our meal, and it had some restrictions on it, as I mentioned earlier, as far as, what we were going to get in the food area. I also mentioned in the restaurant review that I did on OpenTable that I hope the restaurant redeems itself when Tony and I came back in to eat there, or we would be heading back over to the Buca di Beppo in Norwood, Ohio to eat instead, if we ever decided to eat at a Buca again. Well, apparently they got the note, because when Tony and I went back to that Buca di Beppo in Florence again on March 16th, we used that, as I mentioned, the $10 off the $20 purchase of a meal. Well, Tony and I went there on March 16th, as I said. One thing that I can say is that it was a darn good thing Tony and I had made reservations, because the place was packed. And even I overheard the hostess tell a couple with 3 kids in tow that were in front of me in the restaurant that the place wasn't open to anybody who didn't have reservations at the restaurant already for that evening, because they were that packed. And they're actually, the Buca di Beppo in Florence, just as a side note, is actually inside the Florence Mall, between the Sears and the Macy's home store. So if you want to go there. And I do also, as a side note, recommend going through Open Table and making a reservation if you want to eat at that Buca, because it gets packed really bad, like it did on March 16th. When I heard the comment about the place being packed that night from the hostess, I thought to myself, well, it's a damn good thing that I made a reservation for the restaurant through Open Table's app on my phone last week, because she'd be turning me away as well here, too. Well, when I got up to the hostess stand and gave my name to the hostess, I noticed that the lady that was in front of me that had her husband and 3 kids with her looked at me with, some contempt, because I was alone, because, Tony was parking the car, and he'd dropped me off so I could run in and get us seated at a time, and I had a reservation at the restaurant that night. Unlike when Harry and I ate with my parents on March the 3rd, where the meal was the kind of meal that I'd rather forget, because it was kind of bland, and kind of you wouldn't write home to Mom about, the meal that Tony and I had on March 16th was just amazing. Tony and I ordered the apple gorgonzola salad with some baked ziti for dinner on the 16th of March. I have to say that I'm never a big salad eater at restaurants, just because salads at restaurants has, my experience, been pretty bland in the taste department. But if I ever ate another salad at another restaurant, it better be good, like that salad Tony and I had at Buca on March 16th. The salad itself, it had the apple gorgonzola salad, had big slices of green apples, candied walnuts, cranberries, gorgonzola cheese on it, with an excellent Italian salad dressing drizzled in the lettuce. I decided that I'd like to try that salad, and after reading the salad's description from the menu, Tony went along with my choice of salad. I have to say that even Tony liked that salad. The ziti came out shortly after we had started eating the salad, and both the salad and the ziti were so good that there weren't any leftovers to speak of from the restaurant that night. Like I said in that first reservation review on Open Table, we'd give them a second chance to redeem themselves, and when we returned, the restaurant redeemed themselves in grand style with our second meal. I can honestly say that even though they were crazy busy on March 16th, they did a great job, and we even told the manager as much that night. One thing that I have to say about the restaurant is, if you ever do go in to Buca on a Saturday night or evening, your best bet is to make a reservation either directly through the restaurant or go through OpenTable.com, just to guarantee you're getting yourself a spot to eat in the restaurant, which Tony and I have learned when we ate there on March 16th. Tony and I have since eaten there one other time. In fact, lately, let me see if I could get that. Remember when we ate there last? Let's see. The last time we ate there after March the 16th was, again, this month on the 5th. I have it here on April the 5th. And I want to talk about that too on April the 5th. We kind of made a reservation for there kind of late that night. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to remember if that was I think it was a Friday night. Yeah, it was a Friday night, according to OpenTable.com because I could see my old reservations. Well, the amazing thing is we were like there like right about closing time, and we ended up getting a table that could seat 4 people, and we had a lot more elbow room than what we did when we ate there on the 16th. Uh, you know, and we got the gorgonzola salad again, and then we got a bottle of vino, and we got another mixed drink, and or a beer, and then it was like we got this the large size of like this like shell something, I forget what it was, but it was extremely good. I only ate one of the shells because we ordered extra apples and walnuts and stuff in the salad because we got the apple gorgonzola salad again. Oh my god, it was amazing. And our waiter that night on April the 5th, he was just off the hook good. And I have to brag on him. And with us, it was so funny. Like, we're sitting there, and it's like, the restaurant is completely cleared out, and we're sitting there, and it's like maybe like one other table that I can tell you for sure was in there besides us, and it was another couple sitting at a big table. And we were in there eating and getting pie-eyed from the vino, and everything, and we were just like, yeah, we were very happy when we left out of there. It was hysterical. But the little guy that waited on us the third time on April the 5th was just pretty good too. The girl we had on the 16th of March was very good as well. I forget her name, and I forget the boy's name that we had. But we on the 5th of April. But anyway, I do recommend the Buca in Florence. They just recently opened. So, I mean, it's really worth the trip out there. But like I mentioned before, your best bet is to make a reservation, especially if you're going to go there on the weekends and eat like Friday, Saturday, because they get really, like, insane busy. Anyway, I'm going to pause here because, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have another video that I want to shoot. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and you keep an eye out for my next video, alright? Bye.